much for stopping by to today's video. I have an exciting tutorial for all of the people out there who loved my DIY Spotify album cover. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you definitely want to check out that video that I made. It was a TikTok trend actually that I hopped right onto, and I'm so glad I did because it's one of my well-known videos on my channel. Today I figured I would kind of do a little spin-off video and do this tutorial on how to make a Spotify code keychain. I want to do a quick disclaimer before I get into the video. If you are a business owner or if you have a shop on a platform, you 100% cannot use this for commercial use. It says this in Spotify's website that you cannot sell anything with their code, but anything you use with a Spotify code to a song has to be for personal use only. So all those people you see on platforms like Etsy or their own websites that are selling those, it is completely illegal and you can get in lots of trouble for doing that. And some of you might be thinking, Amy, all these people have them on Etsy, why can't I do it? It really is a decision for you. I cannot make that choice for you. What's legal and what's illegal are things that I completely stand by. If something's not legal to do for me as a shop, I don't want to put it at risk. Now that I got that out of the way, before we get into the video, do not forget to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to see more videos like this, definitely click the subscribe button down below because I really do appreciate all of your support. So let's get into the video. First, let's open up Cricut Design Space as usual. I'm going to start off with showing you how to get the Spotify code, which is right here. We're going to open up Spotify. You can do this if you have a free account or if you pay for the monthly subscription. You're going to search up the song that you want, and right next to the song you'll see these three little dots where you can click more. So that's what we're going to do. I just clicked on the song, and then you scroll down to share and copy Spotify URL. So automatically it's going to copy that into your mouse. Then what we can do is open up a new window, go to your Safari, Google Chrome, whatever you want, and look up this website, which is spotifycodes.com. You're going to paste that URL that is in your mouse, and here you can download the Spotify code. And I think this is such a cool website that you can do this for. We do not want to adjust the coloring to black because that'll make it blank. Leave everything the way it is, and we want to download this is an SVG. I personally downloaded the PNG and JPEG, and they were not as good quality as the SVG. And since we're working with Cricut Design Space, I just find it much easier to work with the SVG. So now it's going to go to your downloads. I like to drag it to my desktop, but you can see that I already saved it to my desktop, so I'm just not going to do that. There it is. We can close that out and go back into Cricut Design Space and upload the SVG. So drag it in. We're going to click save. Click on it and click insert image. And here you have the Spotify code, and all of the layers are here. You can keep the square if you want to. I just deleted it and made my own template after, but that's personal preference. And here I'm going to ungroup everything, and I'll explain why I did this in a second, but I ungrouped, grouped, and then welded the code. And here you can see I'll change it to black. The logo did not upload the right way. Usually there's 3 lines in the Spotify logo. So what I did was I uploaded this PNG, and it's the regular Spotify logo. I'll show you guys how I did it really quick. I literally just went to Google and I typed in Spotify logo PNG, which means that there's no background on it. And I used this one. Again, we can do this because this is for a personal project. It is not for commercial use. So then I just saved it to my desktop and uploaded it how I would always upload an image. And it uploaded huge, so make sure you minimize that. And what I like to do is to make sure that it is the same size, I change it to a different color so I can see how much I have to adjust it, if it has to be smaller, bigger, etc. But again, if you want to make it a little bit bigger, that's totally up to you. Then once I like it, I will remove the black one, change it to white, group everything again, and weld it. And now it is all in one piece. So the next thing we can do is the template. Again, you could have kept that rectangle if you want that it came with, but I just like to make my own. I measured this off camera, and it is a 3.5 inch keychain, but I made this 3 inches because I wanted to acquire for the little hole for the keychain. make sure you send this to back so you can see it, obviously. Again, you can, if you want to go a step further, you can make a little circle and you can slice the rectangle. I didn't really want to go that deep in measuring, so I figured let me just leave it at 3 inches and this will be the perfect size. I liked the one that I made better, so I just deleted the old one and kept the new one, hid the square, and saved all of my work because that is a super important step. And now we can click next and start making it. I adjusted it a little bit on the mat, and then you're going to set your device to vinyl. So I'm using StarCraft vinyl, which I will always link in the video description below. And to further just make sure it is adhered to the mat, I have my little roller tool. And then we can insert it into the Cricut and click the arrow button. Once it's done, we can click the arrow button again and we can remove the backing. You can see here it made all of the cuts, and I was surprised because usually when there's tiny cuts, very hard for the Cricut to cut, but it worked out very well. Then I just weeded the little lines in the Spotify logo. And here, when you are removing the background, you want to be extremely slow and careful. Since the Spotify code is very tiny, the little pieces are going to want to come up and you have to just have a lot of patience with this. I know you can reverse weed with this situation, which means you can take the transfer tape and put it over the vinyl instead of me having to remove the background. I'm just more comfortable with this step, so that is a personal preference for you. And here you can see with a lot of time and patience, I got it very well. One of the pieces popped up, but I added it back on later. And here you can see I just added that little guy there. Now we can get our transfer tape and apply it to the vinyl. I always use my scraper tool and make sure it is perfectly adhered, especially for this design because it's so tiny. And then you can remove the backing. Now let's get our keychain, which I did get off of Etsy, but I will link the Etsy link I have and the Amazon link below because both are great recommendations. They came with this little plastic film, so I moved that first, and then I made sure I adjusted it to the right size and it's in the middle. And you can see it's the perfect size with the hole on the left-hand side. Again, just use the scraper tool to make sure it is adhered, and then we can remove our transfer tape. And now we can remove the backing of that little plastic film, and you're almost done. I found an old little key link from one of my keys, so I just used that, but I did link a bag of them from Amazon in the description below. And you are all set with this fabulous Spotify code keychain. And you guys are all probably wondering, how do you scan this? So you want to open up Spotify, click on the camera button, and you can see it says point your camera at the Spotify code. You want to make sure it's pretty flat. If it's really bright, it won't pick up on it, so you have to play with it, and then it automatically starts playing the song. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and click my subscribe button to join my subscriber family and help me grow on this platform of mine. I also do have a blog and I post on there weekly about different projects, tutorials, basically the same thing as I do here on YouTube, but definitely some more exclusive content. It is www.amymakesthat.com, and I will put the link in the description below for you guys to check it out. Thank you again for watching this video, and I will see everyone in the next one. Bye!